What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to Wrestling Revolution 3D 21 Mod version 2 here on the PC. Today, we have a tag team match, a Canes match. So that's gotta be Canes versus Balor Club. So Balor and somebody versus myself, attackslug, no longer Tim Manson, and Drake Maverick. Let's go. What's gonna happen with all these Canes? Aubrey already exhausted at the prospect of this particular matchup. But here we go. The NXT and North American Champion, attackslug, says shh. New gestures from William Regal, right? That's fine. And my lighting here has changed. But hey, it's pay-per-view, so sure. More different lighting is fine. And welcome to a fine Thursday. In the US here, it is Thanksgiving, but this show is worldwide. Hoorah, hoorah, hoorah. So here we are. Balor Club is Finn Balor and Jackson Riker. And wait, why is Balor in the Forgotten Sons? This thing has come back to haunt me yet again. And we're somehow doing this. And there are 3 of them. So, you know, that's happening. But it's not for a title. It's just a Canes match. So we're going to use these Canes, I guess. But hey, I know it's depressing, attackslug. We got to talk business. You know, business. It must eat you up that I have full control over my career, where you don't have your creative or health or anything. Well, I'm glad you're happy. You'll be chained to it long after I'm free. I have like 4 weeks here, 3 weeks here on this thing, and then I'm still champion. I'm gonna get those belts and leave. Man, who knows? You can't stop me. It is what it is. It's absolute abject chaos. But yes, it is Thanksgiving here in the States, and honestly, I'm staying home because I care more about the health and safety of myself and my family than I do some dumb turkey. But that's just me. So staying home, not doing nothing, not going nowhere, that's what I do. But I'm still here to sit here and discuss AEW and NXT. And also, like, Blake came in here with no health at all, and still a 1 count? How is that still a 1 count? How, in what universe, in what NXT universe is that still a 1 count? And wait, is Balor not even, like, in this match? It's legit just Forgotten Sons are part of the Balor Club now? Like, what? Why? How? Huh? Who? I don't get it. But let's get into what important happened last night. The roll-up on NXT and AEW. We start with NXT as they're heading towards War Games. And there are things happening here in that whole bit of, you know, build. And there it is. Like, don't come in here with no health, you guys. You're gonna lose pretty handily to attackslug and my buddy Drake Maverick. Jackson Riker got injured in that match. It serves him right. Shouldn't have been here. Shouldn't have done that. A very, very short match for a takeover, but hey, it happens, man. Lars Sullivan renewed his deal on SmackDown. Titus and JBL have defeated Booker and Dominic Mysterio to be the new tag champs on Raw. Again, hoorah, hoorah, hoorah. Finn Balor feels great today. Good for him. Roddy Strong has an illness. Oh no, he's got the COVID. Wrestling Revolution have poached Jungle Boy Jack Perry from All Elite for almost $500,000. Luchasaurus is sad that Jungle Boy has left All Elite Wrestling. So I think the problem with agreeing to be Drake Maverick's tag team partner is they're only gonna book me in tag team matches, and that sucks, playa. So what I'm gonna do is put Drake as my manager and not my partner. And hopefully after this match, that works. We'll see. But Gargano, an absolute thorn in my side here on NXT as my contract just goes down and down and down. And so far, William Regal has had nothing to say about it. So Thatcher and Gargano, again, he keeps getting different partners. It's not going to work, Johnny. You're still going to lose to me and Drake Maverick. But hey, it is what it is. Has that microphone, so we'll see how that goes here on the show. And here we go. I'm sorry, it's Balor. All right, so getting rid of Maverick as tag team partner. Here's Maverick as manager, and it is me and Balor, the Balor Club, in the building, I guess. So that happened. I mean, you aren't mad that I took your belt, Finn? Like, seriously. Don't you have some more cat metaphors for me? Like, what's going on here? Alright, Johnny. Anything to say? No? Nothing? What the hell are you wearing, Attack Slug? Look, man, it's my own t-shirt, right? And these pants are from William Regal, so blame him. Not my fault. I had the orange pants. The shorts. Whatever. Yeah, a trendsetter, Johnny. Sure. Sure. Alright, whatever. It's fine. You still gonna lose bad clothes or not. So these boots gonna be up your ass in a minute. Now, a minute and a half, we'll see. But, you know, face the right guy. What are you doing, man? Face the right guy. Do the right... Yes! Powerbomb to Johnny Wrestling. So, NXT, right? We opened with Candice and Ember as we build towards that WoW Games, right? And Candice wins because of the Indy Hartwell distraction. But out comes Raquel and Dakota after the match. And who comes to save Ember? It's Toni Storm. But no, much like Will Hobbs last week, not actually, it's turn because Toni Storm going to be on that team for WoW Game. That team's going to be Candice, Toni, Dakota, and Raquel. I guess Indy's not cleared to wrestle or something. I don't know. But definitely not on that team for what's happening there. Now, we learned who was going to be in the main event in that ladder match. It would be Kyle O'Reilly versus Pete Dunne. And supposedly, what's-his-face is not in the building. Pat McAfee was not in the building. He's got a lot of things to handle. Sling Blade. Sling Blade. So, that happened. We had Kushida versus Thatcher. And Kushida wins due to the interference, I guess, well, the distraction of one Tommaso Ciampa, trying to continue to goad him into that match. So perhaps that'll happen at War Games. I don't know. I don't know. They're booking matches here, man. That's the 6th of December, so it's getting pretty close. Now, my favorite part of the night, the KO show. And I love that the overarching character, nice powerbomb. The overarching character for Kevin Owens is guy who understands how wrestling works. And as someone who understands how wrestling works, that's awesome. Like, I love that part of his character. So the fact that he knows that as soon as you mention someone's name during an interview segment, that means that they're going to play the music and they're going to come out. And it happened a couple times here. And he wished for Theodore Long to book a match, but you didn't have that. But instead we get William Regal to book that match between Leon Ruff and Priest and Gargano at War Games. And then he said playa. And look, William Regal is a national treasure, and he's amazing. And Attack Slug has reached the limit here of NXT. Well, yeah, I'm a double champ. I'm beating dudes in 2 minutes. You know, these things happen. But yes, Finn Balor continued his promos and his cat metaphors because, sure, okay, who's writing that stuff? I don't know. But video vignette with Shotzi building a new tank. I'm curious to see what that her team ends up being. King Corbin defeated Elias and is the new champion on SmackDown. How could the big dog let that happen? The Tribal Chief. Aleister Black defeated Shelton Benjamin and is the new U.S. champion over on Raw. NXT significantly more popular, and it's all thanks to me. Jackson Riker recovered from his injury. Gargano renewed his deal for 13 weeks with a guaranteed something. Tommaso Ciampa renewed his deal for 10 weeks. And now, finally, my title with 2 weeks on my deal is on the line in a 3-way. So let's see who that's going to be. So Cameron Grimes fought Jake Atlas and beat Jake Atlas, right? But, here comes Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight. So Grimes beats Atlas, and out comes Dexter Lumis with a strap, and guess what? There's going to be a strap match at WoW Games, right? Now, Rhea Ripley came out to discuss her future, right? And guess what? Candice and her team bring out a very beaten-up Io Shirai, right? So to me, it looks like that team is going to be Shotzi, Io, Ember, and Rhea Ripley, if I had to wager a guess on that thing. But I could be wrong. You know, it is what it is. Now, there was a video package vignette thing for Zaya and Boa and their mysterious person who has summoned them, so that thing is still continuing, and I honestly don't know what the deal is there, but, you know. Alright, look, Gargano, we've been through this. Over and over and over. So, I'm not a paper champion. I am Sluggy 2 belts here, and y'all can get out, get to step in, and Drake Maverick is just, you know, my insurance policy, clearly. Now, also, returning to NXT TV, the Grizzled Young Veterans. So, they are back from their UK, you know, lockdown and whatever else. I guess good for them, man. Good for them. More tag teams in NXT, but yeah, they beat the bejesus out of Everrise and that whole thing. It was what it was, and it is what it is, and Death Valley Driver he no-sells it. Pops right back up, does Gargano. That's uncool. Pete Dunne, I don't think so, Bruiserweight. Okay, but yes, main event was Dunne and Kyle O'Reilly in that ladder match, and there was a mysterious masked man who was totally not Pat McAfee that caused the win for Pete Dunne, and the first time that Undisputed Era does not have the advantage going into WoW games. So, there's that. It's cool. It's fine. Whatever. Anyhow, what important happened here on AE Dubs as they head towards Winter is Coming on Dynamite next week. Alright, so Page beat John Silver. That match went on a bit longer than I thought it would for a guy of the caliber of Hangman Page versus John Silver. I know, Johnny Hungy, I get it, right? But still, he's kind of a job guy still, right? But, that whole thing was, oh wait, I'm still in this match, and I can't let anyone else get a pinfall here because it's still triple threat rules, and I don't want to lose my title, obviously. So, it's still the long-standing offer. I lost the finish. I hate this game. The long-standing offer for Hangman to join the Dark Order in his downward spiral of his whole career, etc., etc. And we'll see. Now, Willie Hobbs has now been renamed to Powerhouse Hobbs since joining Team Taz, and he beat some jobber, and that led to a Taz promo, basically saying, hey man, you guys here in AEW don't respect the FTW Championship, and I'm not going to leave this ring until you do, and put it as a prominent title here in the company, and they cut his mic, and they did it twice, and out comes Cody. He's an EVP, right? And Cody mentions that he's training Taz's son. And look, you don't bring family into personal business like that. And so Taz chokes him out with the Taz mission, which is great. And, you know, that was that whole thing. So, and then leaves with his son, Hook. There was just some news on his son trademarking his name. So, you know, I guess he's almost good to go for being an in-ring guy. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. And Gargano has no health here, so that's good. But Pete Dunne still good. Oh, the lung blower from Attack Slug. Gargano fighting back. It's just not enough. But it's just too much for double team. No. No. That's my title. A rope break in a triple threat. Again, video games are garbage. There shouldn't be a rope break in a triple threat. There's no DQs. So what's going to stop you? It's dumb. It's always dumb. Now, Hybrid 2. TH2. Beat Top Flight. No, again. Stop. My pinfall. 1, 2. And continued to punish Top Flight until the Bucks came out and that whole thing continued. Jericho and Hager beat SCU with the help of MJF, who is now obviously in the Inner Circle. There was the part 2 of the contract signing between Mox. Oh, thanks, Pete Dunne. Between Mox and Omega. But Mox this time gets the upper hand on Omega and signs the deal for that match happening on the show next week. The biggest show ever on free TV, right? So, that's cool. Sling Blade. Let me guess, a rope break. I hate you. I hate you. I had the... Oh, armbar! I wish I held that. I wish I held that. Come on now. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2. And Attack Slug retains his NXT title. Pete Dunne is pissed about it. Curb stomp. Take that, Pete Dunne. Take that, Pete Dunne. It's over. Still champion. My popularity is just so high. If only that meant views on YouTube. Gargano has suffered his profile, etc., and Pete Dunne considerably being the loser. The loserweight Pete Dunne. I'm not funny. Elias renewed his deal. He wants his title back. Raw have a new talent called Joe Perry, who's wearing an Austin shirt and some face paint. Steve Cutler's stamina has improved. Attack Slug's contract expires soon. Contemplating my future in this business. Let's talk, Mr. Regal. Federation Online, Easy-E, their ratings are down. I have 1 week on this deal. I hold 2 titles, and Regal has said nothing. Didn't even book me in WoW games, so what the hell. Anyhow, before I finish the show today, Hikaru Shida beat Anna Jay for the AEW Women's title, and finally a new challenger that's not Nyla Rose. Abaddon wants that belt, and she looked terrified of that, because obviously she is terrifying. So, and then the main event, Butcher and Blade versus Pac and Phoenix. The Eddie Kingston interference caused Butcher and Blade to win, and then after that, we see the return of the Murder Hawk, Lance Archer. Now, I understand that I guess they're going to book Death Triangle as faces now because they're going up against Butcher, Blade, and Eddie Kingston. But it's like, all these guys were just heel like last week. They were all heels, right? So it's like, I'm trying to think of who I should be cheering for in this whole situation. And then once that concludes, then you have Lance Archer, who's a heel, coming out attacking Eddie Kingston, who's a heel. And it's like, who's a heel, who's a face here? Like, who are the faces? Because if you are trying to say the bastard Pac is a face, he's sure not behaving like a face. So to me, they all still seem like heels. And having all heels doing this stuff just it seems kind of weird for Wrestling Booking 101. Gotta have somebody to cheer for, you'd think. If it was just Lucha Bros, then yes, that would be a great face turn for just those guys. But also adding Pac to that thing, he's still a heel, bro. I'm just saying. Anyhow, I'm Attack Slug. Have some turkey. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you next time right here. More videos. And I'm out.